There was a scene where the main actor spits on the main actress's pussy. I kid you not. Welcome to Agents of Screen, the first and the only place for movie reviews live at the cinema. I am your boy Miles, aka the Bold Beyonce, oh yes, and we're here for my review, spoiler-free review I should say, of the Netflix film 365 Days. Now, I wasn't even gonna watch this film, even though I saw it on Netflix. It was trending number 1 when I saw it first. When I saw it again, it was trending number 5. And when I read the synopsis, it just didn't make sense to me. However, someone requested that I do a review for this, so I watched the film. You know who you are. And the premise is a drug lord kidnaps a woman and gives her 365 days to fall in love with him. Oh yes, you heard right. Gives her 365 days to fall in love with him, and if she doesn't, then he will just release her. But that being said, I'm gonna give you my first impressions, what I liked, what I didn't like, and my score out of 10. And off the bat, I'm gonna say, see this movie? Jeez! Woo! This movie, yeah, is the worst movie I have seen this year and is one of the worst movies I have ever seen in my entire life. And I'm gonna feel quite silly trying to critically analyze this movie. But you know, this is what we are here for. This is why I am an agent of Screen. That being said, what did I enjoy? I really tried my best. There are a few points, even though all the points I'm gonna say are reaches. A plus is that the main actress was attractive, I guess. Dr. Umar Johnson's gonna be very disappointed that I said that. Another plus is, I suppose, the sex scenes were good, but at the same time, I'm not the type of person that's easily impressed by sex scenes. But I will say they were creatively shot to make them look and seem as graphic as possible. There were some really graphic ones. I'm surprised they were able to get away with some of the things that they were in there. For example, there was a scene where the main actor spits on the main actress's pussy. I kid you not, they were going absolutely brazy with the graphicness. At times it almost seemed like softcore porn, honestly. Apart from that, maybe 1 or 2 shots of cinematography were above average, but apart from that, I would be absolutely reaching. And so I will move on to my dislikes. Let me try to get through this because there are many things. First of all, in my personal opinion, the premise for this film is absolutely ridiculous. And I'm surprised that this got greenlit and that they put this out. It kind of romanticizes the whole rape culture, romanticizes Stockholm Syndrome, romanticizes sexual assault. And if this film doesn't work, but for this film to work, it would require the 2 main actors to be attractive. If it doesn't, it's just not realistic. And as I just said, I'm not down for the romanticizing of rape culture. It's quite disgusting, quite frankly. Also, the acting was horrible. The acting was very stiff. The acting was stiffer than Cocky during lockdown. The acting was stiffer than Ray and Nephew with no chaser. The acting was stiffer than your top half during a Zoom call. It was horrible. And in certain scenes, how it was acted, in terms of what happened in a specific scene, in correlation to what the actor's reaction to that scene was, it just didn't make any sense. The directing was poor, the editing was poor, the script was poor, the music was... It sounded like they used the same 5 songs throughout the whole film on shuffle. And some of the music did match up with the scenes, so it seemed quite weird. And the main male actor is like a cross between Christian Grey, Batman, Dracula, Enrique Iglesias and Pablo Escobar. And some of the stuff he was doing was almost supernatural at times. He would just appear out of nowhere. It was yeah, this film is fuck. The pacing was all over the place. The way how they switched between tones, it was like this film didn't know where it wanted to be. At first it was kind of like a drama, and then it was almost like an erotica, and then there would be like a random shopping montage. It was like Legally Blonde or Clueless. It was all over the place. And also the ending was, oh my god, it was horrific. I'm using all of these adjectives, but it's true. And as it was, this film was already not making sense. But the ending just rendered the entire film even more pointless. Which led me to believe, what was the point in this film? What was the message trying to be conveyed here? What were they trying to do? There was no plot. There was no payoff. Which leads me to believe the only reason for this film is that they could put graphic sex scenes in it and then try to kind of put some dege story around it and try to give it to us, because there was literally it made no sense. Oh my god. Why am I doing this review, fam? Yes, I know why I'm doing this review. I'm doing this review to tell you to stay away from this film. Would this film appeal to anyone? I'm not quite sure. I know some people like to read erotica, and sometimes having sex scenes in a film is enough for them to watch it. But if that's your bag, just read erotica or just go on Pornhub and watch porn, because this makes no sense. And also, the film was 2 hours long. It was far longer than it needed to be. Or rather, they should have used some of that time, because there were so many unnecessary scenes. They should have replaced those unnecessary films and try to give you some story, some message in the film. It doesn't... In fact, this film paints an extremely dangerous narrative, because we all know common sense is not common. So someone may watch this film, someone who's an idiot may watch this film and think, women don't actually know what they want. Maybe if I force her into something or pressure her into something because I know better than what she wants, then that's okay. And it doesn't at any point in the film condemn what's happening. As I said at the beginning, it in fact romanticizes it. So, my score for 365 days out of 10 is a 1. If the ending wasn't as horrible as it was, it may be able to squeeze a 2, but I give this film a 1 out of 10. I have no idea what they were thinking. And it seems like Netflix are just putting anything up on their platform. And that leads me to, and I said at the beginning, this film was trending #1. Why? Are people that catting for sex, fam? Allow it. And I've seen people say online, because the main character's name is called Massimo. So, oh, I need me a Massimo. But bro, are you watching the same thing I am? And people praising this film, like, huh? Do you even understand what you're saying? You're basically saying, I want a man to come and kidnap. I want a drug lord to come and kidnap, rape, sexually abuse me. Is that what you're saying? Are you skunked? Are you stupid, crazy, or dumb? Which one? That being said, I hope you enjoyed my review, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I have been your boy Miles. Make sure to check out the other content on our channel. Movie reviews and more content will be coming every single week. And until next time, be safe, be well, and do not watch this movie. Peace.